What if 4 ordinary words were enough to quietly reshape the future of the Mac Mini? There was no major keynote, dramatic countdown, or cinematic product reveal. Just a brief post from Tim Cook on February 24th that immediately caught the technology world by surprise. The Mac Mini will be produced in the United States. Before we explore why this announcement could be much bigger than it first appears, leave a comment and tell me whether an American-built Mac Mini would influence your decision to buy one. The statement was short and straightforward, but its meaning went far beyond a simple manufacturing update. For the first time, Apple's compact desktop is expected to be assembled on American soil, with production reportedly shifting to a Foxconn facility in Houston, Texas. The move forms part of Apple's enormous $600 billion commitment to expand manufacturing and technology investment across the United States. However, the most fascinating question is not where the computer will be made. It is why Apple chose the Mac Mini. Out of the company's entire product portfolio, why select its smallest and traditionally most affordable desktop to represent such a historic manufacturing change? The answer shows just how strategically important the Mac Mini has become behind the scenes. Within the same announcement, Tim Cook revealed another detail that many people barely noticed. The Houston facility would not only manufacture Mac Minis, but would also help accelerate the production of artificial intelligence servers. That combination is unlikely to be accidental, and it certainly feels like more than a convenient manufacturing arrangement. Apple is placing AI infrastructure and Mac Mini production inside the same facility, which sends a powerful signal about the computer's evolving role. The Mac Mini is no longer viewed only as an entry-level desktop for students, families, or occasional users. It is increasingly becoming an important piece of Apple's broader AI ecosystem, although this transformation may not have been part of Apple's original plan. Instead, customers appear to have pushed the machine in that direction through the ways they began using it. Developers, scientists, AI researchers, production teams, and creative studios have started purchasing Mac Minis in surprisingly large quantities. They are not always buying one computer for a desk or even two for a small office. Some organizations are ordering dozens and arranging them into compact clusters. These systems can be used to run local AI models, process demanding workloads, and operate as efficient miniature servers. Their appeal is easy to understand. They are small, energy efficient, impressively powerful, and considerably more affordable than building an equivalent setup using multiple Mac studios. Tim Cook reportedly acknowledged this trend during an earnings call, explaining that demand from AI developers had surpassed Apple's internal expectations by a meaningful amount. In other words, Apple did not initially predict that the Mac Mini would become so popular among people building and testing AI systems, but that is exactly what happened. Now, rather than treating that demand as a temporary surprise, Apple appears to be restructuring its manufacturing strategy around it. This brings us to the M5 chip, because that is where the next chapter of the story becomes even more interesting. At the moment, the Mac Mini remains one of the final Mac models still based on the M4 generation. The M5 architecture has already begun appearing elsewhere in Apple's lineup, with the MacBook Air and iPad Pro receiving the chip in October 2025, followed by the M5 Pro entering the MacBook Pro family in March 2026. Yet despite the Mac Mini's growing importance, its upgrade has taken longer to arrive. The reported explanation involves a problem most consumers never directly see: a worldwide shortage of memory components. AI data centers have been consuming enormous quantities of DRAM and NAND memory, placing intense pressure on global supplies and driving prices upward. Tim Cook reportedly compared the scale of the disruption to a 100-year flood, which is an unusually dramatic description for a supply chain problem. The irony is difficult to miss. The Mac Mini has become one of the machines helping fuel interest in local AI computing. Yet it may also have been delayed by the same explosion in AI demand that created shortages across the industry. Fortunately, that delay may now be approaching its end. Several reports have pointed toward October or November 2026 as the most likely release period for the M5 Mac Mini. Earlier product roadmaps suggested a broader late 2026 launch, but more recent supply chain information appears to be narrowing the window toward October. Apple's online store may also be offering subtle clues that a transition is approaching. Certain 32 gigabytes and 64 gigabytes configurations have reportedly become unavailable, while the original 256 gigabytes entry model has already been removed from the lineup entirely. That does not necessarily look like collapsing demand. It looks more like Apple is reducing older inventory and preparing its product range for a new generation. And if the expected specifications are accurate, the M5 could deliver a substantial leap in areas that now matter most to Mac Mini buyers. According to Apple performance figures, peak GPU computing power for AI-related tasks can reach up to 4 times the level offered by the M4. Memory bandwidth is also expected to rise from 120 gigabytes per second to approximately 153 gigabytes per second, allowing information to travel through the system more quickly and reducing bottlenecks during intensive workloads. Every GPU core is also said to contain its own dedicated neural accelerator, integrating machine learning capabilities much more deeply into the graphics architecture. That detail matters because it allows AI processing, image generation, machine learning, and conventional graphics work to run more effectively alongside one another, instead of forcing every demanding task to compete for the same pool of computing resources. The system could distribute the workload more intelligently. For developers operating local language models or other AI software, the practical benefits could include quicker responses, smoother processing, and the ability to work with larger or more complex models without overwhelming the machine. The M5 is therefore not simply expected to increase raw speed. It could also improve how efficiently the computer manages modern AI workloads. That direction fits perfectly with the unexpected ways customers are already using the Mac Mini. Then there's the possibility of an M5 Pro configuration, which could push the compact desktop into an entirely different performance category. This processor is expected to use Apple's Fusion architecture, combining 2 chip dies into a more powerful unified design. Depending on the final configuration, users could receive as many as 18 CPU cores and 20 GPU cores. Those figures may sound like technical numbers designed for marketing slides, but their real importance becomes clear during demanding professional work. Video editors could export large, high-resolution projects more quickly. Software developers could compile complex code with less waiting, and researchers could experiment with larger AI models directly on their own hardware. The advantage would be especially noticeable during sustained multi-core workloads that continue for minutes or hours rather than brief benchmark tests. Now we need to discuss pricing, because this is likely to be the biggest concern for many potential buyers. The M4 Mac Mini originally launched with an attractive starting price of $599. But Apple later discontinued that entry-level configuration before the M5 model had even been announced. As a result, the practical starting price of the current lineup moved closer to $799. For the M5 generation, expectations currently place the base model somewhere between $699 and $799, depending on the final memory and storage configuration. That would undoubtedly make it more expensive than the original M4 entry model, but price alone does not tell the entire story. The standard storage capacity is rumored to increase from 256 gigabytes to 512 gigabytes, correcting one of the most common criticisms of the previous base model. If Apple manages to remain near the current price while doubling the included storage, the overall value proposition could become much more reasonable. Moving part of the manufacturing operation to Houston may also help Apple reduce certain tariff-related expenses for customers in the United States, potentially giving the company more room to stabilize prices in selected markets. Now step back and consider how all these developments connect. This is the same computer that could become Apple's first Mac assembled domestically in the United States, the same computer scheduled to be manufactured alongside advanced AI servers in a Texas facility, and the same computer preparing to receive processors designed with much stronger AI capabilities. All of these changes are expected to come together later this year. The Mac Mini is no longer simply the smallest and cheapest way to enter the Mac ecosystem. It is gradually transforming into a compact AI workstation for developers, researchers, creators, independent professionals, and anyone who wants serious computing power without dedicating an entire room or an enormous budget to it. That leads to the biggest buying question. When the M5 Mac Mini finally arrives, will you choose the standard M5 model, or will you move directly to the M5 Pro for the highest level of performance? Share your choice in the comments and explain what kind of work you would use it for. From my perspective, the Mac Mini has quietly become one of the most intelligently positioned products in Apple's entire lineup. It delivers impressive performance from an exceptionally small enclosure, consumes relatively little energy, and can adapt to everything from everyday productivity to professional creative work and local AI development. With the M5 upgrade, it has the potential to become the strongest price-to-performance Mac available, particularly for users who need high-end capabilities but do not want to pay Mac Studio prices. If Apple keeps the final cost under control, includes 512 GB of storage as standard, and delivers the expected performance improvements, the M5 Mac Mini could easily become one of the must-buy desktop computers of 2026. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with anyone waiting for the next Mac Mini, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the latest updates. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.